So what if the review shows that there was no mistake, that there was no error, no malpractice, that despite the fact this was a tragic case, a very sad story, um, the review shows that the doctors did everything they could, the nurses did everything they could, the technology did everything it was supposed to do, that this was truly one of those known risks or known complications. Any other doctor would have done the same exact thing and most likely gotten the same result. What does that type of disclosure meeting look like? What should it look like to you? How should it feel to you? Well, I want to give you a few thoughts. They should start again and continue with empathy and empathizing with you and talking about the fact that they're sorry this happened. Then they should pretty quickly get into discussing the review. And again, as discussed in previous video snippets, this should be free of technical jargon. It should be easy to understand. They shouldn't talk too fast. If you have any questions, you should raise your hand immediately and ask any and all questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be shy. Again, they should have interviewed you during the review process. They should have got your side of the story. If they didn't, then maybe the review is not complete. Maybe they need to go back and take a look, and maybe there's something in your information you need to share with them that may change their opinion, may shift the opinion from this was not a mistake to hey, maybe it possibly is a mistake. So think about that. The big thing I always tell patients and families as well as doctors and nurses, if a disclosure meeting is going to go down the path of we did not make a mistake, it's got to be credible, and the best way to ensure credibility is to look for the presence or evidence that outside experts were involved in the review. It was the outside experts that ultimately decided the care was good. When I say outside experts, I'm talking about somebody that does not work for the hospital or the medical practice. Doctors and nurses should not be grading their own papers. They should at some point during this meeting tell you who they had review it, and they should give you a written summary of some sort of the expert's opinion and their report. You should be able to take that out of the meeting and get someone else to review it. If they don't freely offer that, you should ask who reviewed this case. And if they say anything less than outside experts, the type of experts any good plaintiff's attorney would hire, then you may have a problem. You may say, hey, look, I'm glad your nursing manager thinks that the doctors all did a great job, but, your nursing manager works for you. And from my perspective as a patient or family, I don't feel comfortable, going on the word of somebody who gets a paycheck from this hospital on the 15th and 30th deciding that your care was good. Can you please send this for outside review? And if they buck or they balk, then maybe it's time to if you don't have a lawyer, maybe it's time to get a lawyer and consider litigation. So those are some thoughts. At the end of the day, if the review is going to come back and show or say that it wasn't a mistake, it wasn't malpractice, they need to show you that this was a credible and believable process.